Hi my friends, how are you? I hope everybody's fine. My name is Daniel Villarino. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Have you seen Santa Claus? He just left, less than a minute ago. He came to see me. Imagine what an honor. This is the first time I see him in person. And he told me that one of his elves is sick. The poor guy forgot to take the flu shot and he got it. So this is one of those carpenter elves that do the toys for the kids and gifts for the adults. And he was the one supposed to make the gift for Paula. And he told me that since he knows that I am a good turner. How does he know that? Could it be that he watches YouTube? Doesn't matter. Well, he knows that I am a good turner, so he told me if I would be able to help him. And I said, of course, I would help him. And he said that he had something in mind for Paula. And he brought me this. This is a mechanism for an antique coffee grinder. This is the handle. Basically, you put the coffee in here, you turn it around, and the ground coffee comes from beneath. And then he brought me two pieces of wood. This one, which is walnut for the base, and this one, which is maple for the top. Because he says, because of the colors, it will look like a cappuccino. And Paula loves cappuccino. So that's today's project. I hope you enjoy it. Let's get to work. Please always remember to use face and lung protection. I place the walnut blank between centers to true it up in all the faces. I make a tenon to mount the walnut blank in the chuck. I use the skew chisel to match the dovetails in the chuck jaws. With the skew chisel, I mark the border for the lip and for the recess of the rim, and with the parting tool I deepen where I am going to begin the hollowing and I set the seat for the lid. To hollow the walnut blank, I will use a round carbide cutter tool. Every so often I measure the depth. I want to leave at the base a thickness of approximately 3/8 of an inch, because later I will do a small recess in the bottom. I am going to wet sand using mineral oil as a lubricant. I will use 120, 240, 320, 400 and 600 grit sandpaper. The oil will penetrate the wood and protect it, and it will cut down the amount of dust produced. This is a technique similar to the one that Carl Jacobson uses. After sanding, I clean the slash produced with a clean paper and apply beeswax as a finish. With the walnut base finish, I now mount the maple blank to work on the top part of the box. After truing up all the surfaces, I repeat the process of making the tenon. With the maple blank finally mounted in the chuck, I use the parting tool to make the flange that will fit in the base. It is a process of trial and error and a lot of patience. The flange will also work as a jam chuck to hold the walnut base so that it will be able to work on the bottom and the exterior. Now that I have both pieces mounted together, I will reduce the diameter of the maple piece so it will match the walnut base. Always with the help of the live center, I work little by little to eliminate the tenon of the walnut base. I sand everything up to 320 grit. Then I apply a coat of sanding sealer. I will let it dry and sand again. Then apply another coat of sanding sealer, let it dry, and then sand up to 600 grit. Also, I will repair a small crack that I noticed using CA glue. I am going to use a Forstner bit of 1.5 inches in diameter to make a recess of approximately 1/8 of an inch in depth. In that recess, I will attach a coin using CA glue. Now I can apply abrasive paste to the base followed by friction polish. And this way is how the base looks with the coin already glued. I'm going to make a perforation of 1 inch and a quarter in diameter, checking that it will reach just to the tenon, but without going through it. When hollowing the piece of maple, I will make sure that the top where the mechanism for the mill is going to be placed has a thickness of around 3/16 of an inch. When I begin a hollowing cut, the gouge flute is pretty close, but I will open it more as I go deeper, to cut a bit more of material. The interior finish of the maple lid is identical to the finish in the inside of the walnut base. And I finish the exterior with abrasive paste and friction polish. I remove the maple lid from the chuck, then I remove the dovetail jaws, and finally I put in the cold jaws so that I can work on the removal of the tenon. I will use a double paper towel to avoid marking the already finished surfaces. Conscious that I have the 1 inch and a quarter hole on the other side, I carefully work in removing the tenon, until finally I reach that perforation. Very carefully and patiently, since I no longer have the support of the live center, I finish the surface. I measure the distance between the perforations in the ceramic mechanism, and with that distance fixed in the caliper, I mark a circle. Using the late indexing system, I mark 2 points in the circle separated by 180 degrees. Now I can make the perforations for the screws that will fasten the top ball of the mechanism to the ceramic component that goes inside the grinder. I assemble the coffee grinder. Now I screw the grinding regulator. I place the handle and secure it with a nut. And so the antique coffee grinder is ready. Okay, my friends, I finished doing the antique coffee grinder. The bottom part is walnut, the top part is maple, and the combination of colors, I think it looks like a cappuccino, which is one of the favorite beverages for Paula. And the mechanism is in antique bronze, and basically you pour the coffee beans inside, then you turn the handle and you grind the coffee, and at the end you will have the ground coffee in the bottom part of this, which is like a box basically, with a hole in the top part so the coffee can go through. The interior part is finished only with mineral oil and beeswax, because those are good for food, and the exterior part, yes, has the typical finish that I do with the abrasive paste and the friction polish. And this is a good moment to present you with my logo. I have designed this logo, and I ordered these coins, which basically have the representation that I wanted. It has like the bark of a tree on the round part, the exterior round part, and then the live tree in the middle. I got this idea from Gord Rock. He uses a similar system to identify his works. He makes a recess and then glues inside the coin. It's a very elegant, I believe, way to identify your work. The coins have two sides. One is under relief and is painted in black, and the other is relief, and that's basically metal over metal, so that I can select which one combines better with the type of wood that I am using. I hope Santa likes the work that I did, substituting his elf, and perhaps he will hire me as one of his helpers, as a Turner helper, and I hope Paula likes her gift, and also this video because it's dedicated to her. And to all of you, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please, if that's the case, mark the like button down below, make comments, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. I wish you all Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and it will be until the next one. Cheers!